Hi, YouTube. I'm Marisa.
I'm Conor.
And together we're
Carissa.
Carissa.
Well, even 9.
9?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a nice coming together.
Like us.
Yeah. So, believe it or not, it actually takes quite a bit to keep me alive. And this video is devoted all to that. We've already spent one video showing you the various gadgets that I use for independence throughout my day. Now we're going to show you the equipment that keeps me alive. Not all of this is used daily, but they are all things that I would not be here without. So
Yeah.
let's take a look. So this first one is pretty obvious, but I think it's worth talking about. The wheelchair. I use it every day. I would be bedridden without it. What I want to show is the features that it has. So I have a Permobil F5 Corpus. Getting the F5 through insurance is always a battle. They don't like paying for F5. They think that an F3 is all that's required. I guess an F5, because of its speed, is considered an outdoor chair, and everybody knows that disabled people won't go outside. So why would they need one? But I've always won that battle. So yeah, let me show you the features that I have on mine. I have a tilt back, tilt forward. I can raise the chair up and back down. And then in addition to the tilt forward, tilt back, I can tilt the like back independently so that you lean back or go back up when I need to. That's really crucial in distributing weight so that I don't get pressure sores. I never, since I never, I've never had a pressure sore develop from just being in my wheelchair. So the tilting features are really crucial. The up and down helps like at various table heights. Another feature that this chair has, which is really just a bougie add-on for the headlights, they help when my office power goes out. I also have hazards, which I used to use when I was a young and adolescent to, how should I say, take myself home in an inebriated state when I wanted to make myself more visible to cars. But yeah, these are my fancy gadgets on my wheelchair that I use every day, almost unconsciously at this point. Oh, I should talk about my joystick because the story of the joystick is an interesting one. Any of you avid followers may notice that my joystick, do you want to show it? Marissa, you want to zoom in? Let's see if we can do this on the fly. It's pretty dirty, so forgive me, but my joystick is actually a air filter for my breathing machine. And the story behind this is on one of our trips, I got my wheelchair back from the airline, and they put it in luggage, and it was missing a joystick, and I can't drive it without a joystick. Do you want to show it? Show them what it looks like without a joystick? So we can take it off. So that's where I got back from the airline. So we rummaged through our bags to figure out what we had that could be used as a joystick, and this is what we had. And honestly, it fits pretty well. To be fair, at the time, can you take that off again? At the time, it did not have this 3D printed insert.
This isn't a 3D print. This is a lathe.
A lathe. See, I don't make stuff. This is a lathe insert.
I mean, it looks like a bobbin,
to
like a
keep
wooden
it,
bobbin.
Yeah, to keep it secure. So it's been fine tuned, so to speak. But I actually prefer this. It's perfect grip size. So if you're looking for an ad hoc joystick and you have a breathing machine, check out your air filter. It's great. This is what the what do you call this? An off-label use.
Ingenuity.
Works for me. I know you've already seen this in another video, so this isn't going to be any earth-shattering news. But one thing that I do use daily that I do not live without is my breathing machine. I use it when I sleep. I've also found that as I've gotten older, I've been using it more throughout the day. 2, I use a Trilogy ventilator, which has actually been on back order for at least a year now. Sorry, I said back order. I meant recall for at least
A little bit different.
A little bit different. It's not that popular. In fact, it's unpopular. Yeah, it's been on recall for at least a year, maybe even 2. Whenever, excuse me, whenever I ask the DME company about getting a replacement, they say, "Oh yeah, we're working on it, but we don't have a plan yet." So for possibly 2 years now, I've been using a machine that has a known defect of releasing carcinogenic particles into the air, which I am breathing in. But they say, "Oh, don't worry. As long as you're using a filter, then you should be fine." So I've been very avid to always use a filter. Do you want to show them the machines?
Yeah. So here we got Monica,
AKA the trilogy.
aka the Evo trilogy. Here we have got the water chamber. His name is Phillip because we fill up him with water. And this is our lovely warmer for our water chamber, and his name is Bill.
I use the warmer to essentially act as a humidifier because otherwise my sinuses get way too dry out. But we also have to explain the names because we haven't done that yet. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Well, you named Phillip. So.
I did name Phillip. The water chamber did not have a name, and if you're not familiar with our last video, basically we name gadgets.
Hmm?
So Phillip, since we fill him up with water, was named Phillip. Monica and Bill,
I named.
Connor named.
And I have the mind of a 13-year-old. So if you can guess where Monica and Bill came from, Monica blows. Because that's what she does. She blows all night long. And Bill doesn't go anywhere without Monica. So that's
Monica and Bill.
That's what they are named. This next one is more of a diagnostic tool, and he's only used when I'm deathly ill, aka had pneumonia. It is a pulse oximeter, and can you zoom in real quick? If you can tell or can't tell how sun faded the exterior is, this thing is probably from like 1996. So
And it works like a charm.
it looks like a charm. We had to do a reset the other day, but
So thank the internet for
Yeah.
having the
but he lives.
manual.
So we're gonna play a little game now, and the game is guess my pulse ups, my O2, and my pulse rate, and then we're gonna guess Marissa's O2 and pulse. So what do we think my O2 is? You get the yes.
94,
And heart rate?
80.
Alright, let's check. Put me in. For those of you unaware, if this is below 92, I'm ending the video and dialing 911. I can't see it. I'm nervous. My heartbeat is.
All right. I think we're at a steady number here. 95 and 95.
It's not bad. I typically have a high heart rate, so anything under 100, I'm fine. And for my O2, anything over 90 is decent. Alright, let's try Marissa. And I'm gonna step away and let you get in frame.
Alrighty, so we have to guess.
Oh, my God,
We don't have to. The behind the cameraman over here has to guess.
98 and 65.
98 and 65.
Mhm.
All right, well, this is about to get real fun. Sorry, YouTube. Gotta do what you gotta do. Is it supposed to go on the index finger? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. Oh, we're at 97 and 73.
Oh, I'm a little nervous.
It's right.
Nerve-wracking.
It is. You feel your heartbeat go up. Stay there. Pretend you're doing yoga. Do downward dog. Quick
Wouldn't
start.
you like me to do downward dog?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. So, guess it
It's
is what
not
it
bad.
is.
Oh no, I'm doing him. 69.
Wow. Was he like 10?
Alright, well, that's it. Oh, that's in there. Oh no, you're dying.
So that's our lovely historical gadget.
We don't have a name for him.
Not really.
I feel like it should be like, what's a really old name?
Herbert.
Herbert. His name is Herbert. From now on, I shall be known as Herbert.
I don't think it fits.
No.
I don't know. Comment down below if you have a name.
Yeah,
Do you think
give
that
us
would fit?
Some suggestions. Alright, let's move on to the next life-saving.
I was gonna say gadget, but I don't think
Yeah,
gadget is the right word.
That's what I was going to say too, but
Life-saving
gadget,
device.
there you go. Life-saving device. Let's check it out. This next one is actually not fully functional at the moment. We are missing a tube for it. The tube got damaged in my last bout with pneumonia. So we still need to get a new tube. But this is a suction machine. And it's for helping me suck secretions out when I'm very, very sick and coughing lots of nasty stuff out of my chest. As you can see, it's also very, very old. Most of my equipment is from when I was a child.
I mean, I told him we need to get new stuff, but he doesn't like the idea if the current stuff still works.
I am of the opinion that this equipment is like blenders from the 70s. You buy a blender today, it breaks after 2 years. My parents still had an Oster blender from 1978. And you know what? It works perfectly. So
Actually, I can't lie. They did give us their juicer, and it is also from 1978, and it works phenomenal.
See? Why are we upgrading to the new crap that's made from a... I'm not going there. I don't think we have a good enough relationship with our audience yet that I insert spells in political
I'm
stuff.
the one with the tinfoil hat here.
That's true. But yeah, she looks fine. This one doesn't have a name. Yeah, she would also be Monica because she does suck.
Yeah, but
yeah.
That's two Monicas. Like, that's a weird relationship.
Yeah. What was the other one's name? Tip. There was another one. There was one pre-Monica.
Yeah.
You're too young. You don't remember. Remind me. If you can think of it, remind me in the comments. But yeah, so this is my suction machine.
All right, so off to the next set of items. So this is Conor's nebulizer. This nebulizer is not from 1997. We did have to replace that one recently.
That was so sad.
R.I.P. the old nebulizer.
Yeah.
This one also doesn't have a name, but it does have
It does have a name. Its name is Misty.
Misty.
I just named it right now.
You just named it.
That was a totally organic moment that YouTube gets to enjoy with us.
Well, Misty here. You have a lot of ladies around you.
What can I say?
Misty, Monica,
LL Cool C.
Bertha.
LL Cool C.
So, this is what we usually put. What do you put in it?
Albuterol.
Albuterol.
Yeah.
So we kind of put it in here. We attach it to here. We do have to get a new one of these guys. I did notice it's cracked. So we'll have to get a new one. We stick it in here, and then we just turn it on, and Conor uses his regular headgear that he has with the nebulizer.
It needs to be cleaned.
Yeah, well, the headgear does need to be cleaned. It also is not used the way it's supposed to be used.
And I use it the way I like it.
Because this little blue strap is how Conor uses on the top of his head, and traditionally it's supposed to be used on the back of the head. But it fits him better this way, so why not adapt it, right?
Yeah. That's the Swift FX for those out there.
The Swift FX is the type of headgear?
Yep.
We did for a little while try like these...
Yeah.
I don't even know what to call them. Gimmick items.
What was the name of them?
Like sleepy nose or like pillow nose or like something. They were like little strips you put over your nose that like holds it just to here. And then like there's magnetized like the air filter things like blow on like magnetized discs to the nose, but obviously did not work.
They didn't hold a seal.
But all that to blabber on to say, his nebulizer. Misty, and then the little...
This is a porn name.
That's why I said you got a lot going on here. So that's that item.
And I use it frequently when sick.
Yeah, he does use it frequently when sick.
Probably more than I should, but...
Keeps him alive.
Yeah. Somehow she always finds a way to get me back in bed. But our next item that keeps me alive is my also ancient hand percussor. It's so ancient. No. Think of like, you want to show the actual percussor? It's so ancient that it doesn't work entirely the way it should. Do you want to demonstrate?
I can plug it in.
Yeah. I feel bad. Can you show what our skittish cat is sitting at my feet? She's also disabled. She's clearly blind. So we're about to scare the crap out of her when we turn this thing on. I feel a little bad. but she'll be fine. Melissa's now trying to act as camera person and plugging it in at the same time. I have to say, she's doing a pretty good job. Alright, we ready? You got it? We're turning it on. And you can see it's vibrating. This is to loosen any of the... Yeah, see, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Can you change the mode? Don't do it there, it's my mic. There we go. Alright, so as you can see, its intent is to loosen any hardened mucus that has accumulated in my chest to make it easier to cough up when I'm ill, which thankfully isn't very often.
And this is one of the devices that I tell him we do need to get a new one, but he's just adamant about keeping his little old ancient.
That's not even close to true.
I've literally told you we need to get a prescription for one, and you're like, yeah.
And we did get a prescription for one.
And you just never redeemed it.
That's fair. But we did.
Meaning you don't want a new one, otherwise you would have.
No, meaning I'm lazy, and my doctor wrote me a hand prescription
That's right.
on a notepad, his little prescription pad, for a hand percussor. And I was like, thanks, bro. What do I do with this?
To be fair, I don't think he knew how to put in the order for it. That's why I think he gave us a hand prescription, so we could literally walk into anywhere and be like, I need one.
I agree. But yeah, my laziness kicked in, and I never filmed it. Alright, this next one, I would say isn't necessarily a medical device, but it's definitely saved me countless times. One of my ailments that I suffer from regularly are bowel blockages, which can be some of the most painful experiences I've ever had. If you've ever had a stomach cramp, just take that pain, multiply it by 50, and have it last for days on end. And that's what a bowel blockage feels like. So when I feel them coming on, I will use, as Marisa is showing, a heating pad to put over my belly, which that target is very small. It's a very tiny belly. And then I turn the heat up because the heat is both soothing to the pain and I've been told possibly therapeutic. There's really no documented evidence of that, but the doctors I've spoken with think that heat can help get your bowels moving, which can help relieve a bowel blockage. So the heating pad has saved my bacon quite a few times. How many times have I woken you up at like 4 a.m. in excruciating pain
To grab the heating
to
pad.
grab the heating pad?
Yeah. Countless times.
Yeah. So I highly recommend getting one if you have stomach issues.
Also, it just works to keep you warm most of the time.
That too. But yeah, I think that's the last of our medical saviors. I hope this was informative, and I hope, maybe there's something I use that you think you would find useful and want to get for yourself. If that's the case and you don't know where to go to get it, or want more insight into the actual product, reach out. Actually, no, I wouldn't say no. Please reach out. But I will also link to as many of these as I can in the video description. Again, many of these are very, very old. So they're
It'll
probably
find the eBay link
Yeah.
for one that's on sale
Yeah.
right now.
sold by me for $8,000. I have a lightly used hand percussor. It's great. You can get it for now at the low price of $10,000. See the link below. No, honestly, I will do my best to link to these items, and if I can't find a specific one that I'll use, I will link to like one that I think is comfortable. And again, please reach out. I'm always open to help anyone in need. So
I mean, yeah, also if there's something that you think Connor would benefit from,
that too.
Yeah. Something you use that you're like, wow, I don't think a lot of people know about this.
Yep, that'd be great. Anything I can do to help keep me alive, so I can keep
Giving me crap.
keep Marisa on her toes. I can't let her off easy. So those are all the things that help keep me alive. Some are daily use, some are, for breaking the glass under the emergency situations. But, I have to say, none of these replace a good relationship with your doctor. I am on first name basis with mine, and I have his direct phone number, and he picks up when I call. And that alone has saved my butt more times than I can count.
Yeah.
He's stepped in countless times in situations that could have ended very differently if he didn't get involved. So, all of the items that we just went through are great, but if there's one point that I could just really drive home, it's find a doctor that you trust, a doctor that will listen, a doctor that will stick up for you, and do not let go. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hope it was useful. Give us a like, hit subscribe, and we will.
See you on the flippy flop.
No.
Did I say it wrong?
You did. Catch you on the.
Now, just as confidently. Ready? Thank you guys, and we'll see you on the.
Really?
All right. There's the charm.
Go for it.
All right, YouTube. We'll catch you on the flippy flop.
There you go.
I did it.
Bye.
Bye. You said start it on us.
Is it on us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is our Marvel style end credit scene. After we ended the video, we realized that we have some retired equipment that we just want to say thank you to. So here is to retired medical equipment that once saved my life. You want to tell them? We've got the OG bleeding machine.
I mean, to be fair, I almost think this is better.
Oh, yeah,
because it has the humidifier with it.
Built in.
Yeah. I mean, aren't there just some equipment that you're like, why'd you screw this up?
Yeah. And the OG Nebulizer, which
just recently replaced.
Yeah. RIP. Thank you for your service, both of you.